Welcome to Discovery Garden Pattaya. My name is Hans Fritschi. Today is more or less our last working day. We are sending out, for instance, this is heavy. That's why it's called the Cannonball tree. It develops these very huge balls, and I can tell you they are heavy, and we will send one of them, I mean a small one, to one of our customers. Here one of our female iguanas. We have about 10 in the garden, and they just walk around. Female here, iguana. Here you see one of our mature cannonball trees. They develop fantastic flowers, fragrant flowers by the way, and later on they form these seed balls full of flesh and seeds, the cannonballs. And the cannonball meat actually is edible, but it has a foul smell and nobody would really eat it. This tree has lost all its leaves and looks a bit sad and sick, Curupita guayanensis, but this has nothing to say. The leaves will come back. It's a phenomenon that happens 2-3 times a year, that it sheds all its leaves. And look at the flowers, wonderful flowers, absolutely an eye catcher in every garden, the cannonball tree. And it's from South America, and I think it's gracing your garden soon too. This is the cannonball tree seedling that we can send. It's about 1 meter high, and we are a bit restricted. Here you see some vanilla plants. The customer in Yasothon, where we sent the plants today, has ordered 10 vanilla plants. Yes, that's the stuff that the ice cream, the vanilla ice cream or the vanilla cream is made of, and you can grow it in Thailand, no problem. Here you see Mr. Bomb, the brother-in-law, packing these vanilla plants very carefully into bubble paper, because they are very precious plants and they should arrive in good shape in Yasothon. And we have a lot of experience by sending out plants within Thailand, and they arrive mainly the next day after we carefully have packed them. You see how carefully this is done, and they arrive in 99% of the cases without the least damage. Another part of this order are red bananas. Yes, you see the stems are red already. You can easily distinct them from other kinds of bananas. And later on the fruits, big-sized fruits, will be outside red and inside yellow, as you know them. Very delicious. Our cat is supervising the packing of those vanilla plants. These are orchids. You know, they are native from Mexico, and just in recent years, in the last let's say 100 years, they have become or have been associated with Madagascar, because they can be grown there very well, but you can also grow them in Thailand. And once they have flowers, you have to pollinate them, hand pollinate. Here's the supervisor, our cat, Meow. And it's called Meow, so cat doing a good job. Vanilla plants have been, despite the very high prices that they fetch, have become somewhat popular here in Thailand, and we are growing them in great numbers. This is nutmeg that you see here, nutmeg seedlings, another popular item. Here you see some nutmeg fruits in the tree. They are almost ripe now. Normally we let them fall down and they open up. And when they are open up, you know, they are ready to be either dried and processed for food, or have to have they have to be planted immediately, because the seeds are only valid for a certain time. If we would wait 2 days, they would open up by themselves, but now we want to open it up by force and show you the inside. You might never have seen nutmeg before. You see the red skin around the nut, the seed actually, or the nut that you use for cookery, is surrounded by this red skin, and this is a spice in itself. It's called the mace, and it can be dried and ground, and it's a hell of a good spice. More and more of the vanilla plants are ready to be packed into bigger boxes. We can do with 2 huge boxes with this delivery. There was a fad last year about these Monstera deliciosas with cheese plant last year. It was they were very expensive, and you see this, they have variegated leaves. They are a new breed, and record high prices were paid, but here we planted some and they are really gracing our garden. During COVID, nobody was buying vanilla, but now we have catched up with the production, and we are ready to send them to you if you are interested. Here are some bay leaves. This is another specialty of Discovery Garden Pattaya and Nong Khai. Bay leaves are very difficult to find in Thailand and are expensive, because they are really native in Europe. More and more vanilla here. And in the meantime, Mr. Bomb has packed 1 pack already, is finishing the 2nd pack. You see, this is the big pack by Carry Logistics, and it contains this time 10 vanilla plants, 2 bananas, 1 Cannonball seedling. So that's about what you can expect if you order plants from us, and they should arrive next day in the morning. Here the finishing touches are done, and they should arrive very well. Well, here they go. Warm. 1 package is leaving Discovery Garden Pattaya, will be in Yasothon tomorrow. Here the 2nd box is leaving, will arrive also tomorrow in Yasothon. And if you want to order any place in Thailand, you can, no problem. Here the goslings, they have grown quite considerably since I showed them last time. Happy goslings.
Well, this was it. I mean, our customer, he will get those heavy balls in a few years when the plant has risen. And if you liked what you saw today, please join the Hans Fritschi channel on YouTube or Hans Fritschi Friends on Facebook, and see you again in the new year.